Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my overseas viewers. It's still building up, and it's a very nice day in Chelsea today.
It's a bit warm, a little bit too warm for me.
Yeah, nice sleeveless outfit today.
The sleeveless number. I've also got the sleeveless number. Got no sleeves on as well.
Can't afford long shirts.
No, it's too hot. It's going to be a hot week.
39 tomorrow.
It's going to be hot again.
24 on Wednesday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah. So a little bit of a change.
My lady's come to the massage, so I hope it's not too hot. No, it's 24.
Okay, well, let's get into the sport for the week, and we wrapped up the one-day series between Australia and England. And so since our last video, there's been 2 one-days. What's been happening with those 2 one-days, Barry? Well,
extraordinary, it may seem, but England did win a game, the 4th one-day game, and we sort of didn't bat too well. But
what? Say that again. England won a game.
They won a game, Colin. Yeah, they won.
Australia must have had
4th one-day game.
Australia must have had about 3 or 4 players out.
It was Australia's 4th 18, 4th 11.
4th 11. Yep. That's right. Keep on going.
So, and yesterday they should have beaten Australia again, but Australia's just too good.
So just to give the viewers a heads up on the game, just the broad outline of the game, which it wasn't that good. Australia struggled to 2-16 or something like that.
Yeah, but Finch made a brilliant 110.
What, yesterday?
No, in the 4th one day.
In the 4th one day, yeah. But yesterday there was a...
we had a third or 4th 18 side. I mean, England should have beat us easy because half the side was out.
Warner.
But Warner's half the side, and we've got they just don't know how to win. They did flip that game in the 4th one day.
So the broad outline is Australia got 2-16, and everyone was jumping on the England bandwagon, saying England should win this. Yeah,
they were known for 7 years something and 2.
What were you feeling at that point?
Oh, look, as I said before we come in here, that pitch was very up and down. We only made 200 and something. It just wasn't. The ball wasn't coming on. Same with the Poms. But they got to 2 for 90, I think it was, one stage. But I still would have backed Australia to win.
Did England choke?
They always choke. But they just...
Perennial chokers.
Of course, and as I told you before we come on air again, that Mr. Alistair Cook has gone home. That's about the 4th one gone home.
Another one gone home.
Packed his bags and took his...
Stephen Finn was the last one. And now Captain Cook has gone back to England. He's gone back
today. He's still got the 320.
There's some talk that he might go to Hawaii and the natives eat him.
Well,
Captain Cook.
Probably a nice bit of flesh there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, half the side's gone home. Got cracked the...
Is this the most overrated English team you've ever seen?
Colin, they come out here ranked #1 in the world 2 months ago, right? And
what were experts saying?
All the smart Alex, like both of them, said, England will win 5-0. What happened? Other way around.
Other way around.
And all the other scribes are saying, you're going to be too strong for Australia. So what have we done? We just destroyed them. I reckon we've knocked the stomach out of England. They probably mightn't recover for this for a while.
Have England improved at all?
No.
No.
No, I reckon they've gone backwards. I mean, that game yesterday, they should have won that game easy without... They probably should have lost only about 4 wickets. They just kept compounding and looking up. We're going all right. We've got to do something bad. And they did. They just went out and got caught. What about that run out of Maxwell? You see that?
Yeah,
unbelievable. He picked up and won. Bang! But we had some good highlights.
That was a bit of a game turner, really. That
really sparked the downfall, I reckon. I reckon the Pumps said, well, we can't run because this fella hit stumps down. But it was... well, I didn't watch a lot of it, but the last hour I still thought Australia would win.
It was a bit boring.
Well, there wasn't many runs scored, Colin, as I said before. We watched that game to make 6 hit 6s and 4s. There was about 5 4s in England and 1 6. We didn't have a 6 now first innings because the wicket was cracker.
Okay, well, tell us about were there any stars in these one days?
Yeah, I must mention a few little highlights. I mean, that in the 4th one day game, that catch of Chris Jordan,
off his bowling,
off his own bowling. David Warner hit that ball 100 mile an hour. That didn't really go down. It's got to be the catch of the series for sure. I reckon it's really got to go down one of the catches of the last 40 years.
Yep.
If anyone ever sees it, watched it, it was coming back. It would have killed someone if it would have hit him. And he just went jump like that.
Just in his bowling stride.
And he's going to be alright, that Chris Jordan. He can bat and he can bowl.
Probably catch that on the YouTube video.
Probably will, yeah.
Any other highlights?
Well, Aaron Finch's 100 in the fourth one day. That was. He doesn't turn into a real batsman. He was pacing himself that day. It was a very good inning. Some of the other players didn't follow up, but that was probably as I say, I reckon Aaron Finch and James Faulkner be tossed up between a man of the series. I reckon James Faulkner might just get it. He's taken 10 wickets, won a game on his own.
Yeah, that's right. With his batting.
And yesterday made 27. No, he's I said weeks ago, he's going to be a very, very good cricketer.
It's been a bit of a fizz of this series because Australia are dominating so much that it hasn't been...
Well, it's good to see. I love seeing them destroy another sides. Plus the fact that up till that last one-day game, they were belting sixes every 3 or 4 overs. I mean, Faulkner hit about 6, and that's the 67 he made, didn't it? In the fourth one day. But there was, I think there was 2 sixes all day yesterday.
Yeah. And any other highlights there, Barry?
Well, no, I was telling you about that Faulkner when he was going for his hat-trick. I reckon this will be a world record because Faulkner bowling to 2 English batsmen, got them both out, caught by the same bowler. Mitchell Johnson on the same deep fine leg.
There's probably been like a few wicket-keeper type ones.
Yeah, not Fieldsman.
Not Fieldsman, yeah.
I reckon that's
maybe
be nearly a record. All these smart little people out there probably know, but I don't think I've never seen 2 consecutive wickets fall to the same bowler and the same fieldsman.
If you want to prove Barry Peatling wrong, just email.
You can write comments on my email.
Write comments or email barrypeatling@gmail.com.
But I do think that it's. And it would have been a fair chance of getting the other fella. I thought he might have been a chance to get that hat-trick too, because the fella, what's his name, Broad, he couldn't bat. And he's hit the ball back on... Yeah,
he's got like test hundreds and all sorts of things. There's a lot of talk
about
bat
out here.
He can't bat out here on the bouncy wickets.
He's one of their stars. He's a good bowler.
He's a good bowler, but he's no all-rounder. He's been found out.
What was he make the hundreds against under 12s?
Packies and
Well, Packies and whatever.
Packies, Afghanistan. Those sort of places. Now we're going to turn our attention to the 2020s, Barry.
Well, 2020 is not much. They're a bit more.
Bit of bash and giggle.
Bash and all that, but when does that start?
That starts. I think it starts on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
3 one-days.
3 one-days. 3 2020s, and it's a series as well. So there's a series up at stake. So the best of 3.
Don't think you get too many people watching that.
People love it. The kids love it, mate.
Oh, the kids, but where's it over? Is it one at the MCG, is it?
One at the MCG, one at the SCG.
Oh, that's right. And the girls are playing the curtain racer.
Yeah, and one in the Brisbane, I think. The eastern states are going to dominate.
They won't show the girls playing with it on TV, you wouldn't think.
I don't think so, no.
They might show a few highlights, because Alicia Perry, she's
pretty good.
She's Australia on her own. Beats them on her own.
She does really good.
I'm not finished before we go any further. About the lowlights. England.
Lowlights, yes.
They just cannot feel. That Bresnan, a couple of times yesterday, went for the ball. He couldn't bend over to save a 4. Off his own bowling, the fella hit it straight at him, and he's jumped out the road. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Instead of going, pulled away. I mean, he's 6'4" and 20 stone or something.
Grow up.
Get a lot. They don't like it. They mustn't practice fielding over there because they've got no idea. Of course, Alistair Cook took a catch yesterday, and everybody was surprised he held the catch. But he's going home back.
People clapped and cheered,
but he's going back today.
Yeah. You predicted this?
Well, he should have went back 3 weeks ago.
You've been predicting this for a while.
He's there when a captain is supposed to be a good leader. He couldn't lead a dog.
You can't lead from behind.
How long has he been captain? Is this his first year? First
series? Couple of years, yeah. Since Strauss
was he captain when he made the 700 runs?
Yeah, when Strauss retired, and he picked it up again.
Well, he wants to retire. He'll probably get the flick now anyway.
He probably will, yeah. Well, just one more thing there. Just talk about that stumping there, Barry.
Yeah, Matthew Wade. I mean, that fella. Who was the batsman? Was it Bresnan? It'd have to be the unluckiest stumping in the world. He's gone to play a shot, and his foot was over the line, Colin, but it was in the air. Yeah. And I just, when they showed the first one, I said he's out, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, he's out. But it's come off Matthew Wade's gloves and bounced. It just bounced and just touched the bail.
I know.
And his foot was in the air. I mean, that'll never ever happen again. Breston, you're very unlucky to be, but he was out.
That's just England's series.
But that's what happens when you can't play.
Yeah.
Your luck's bad too.
What about the crowd, Barry? 27,000.
Riveting crowd, yeah, 27,000. But you were telling me
half the stadium was empty.
Well, that might be a bit of a front because I think all the seats are covered, weren't they?
Yeah, they weren't. It was a safety issue, so they weren't allowed to use
But
it.
you could have sat there, couldn't you?
Yeah, but they got health and safety. You know, health and safety in this country has gone mad.
Is it?
Yeah, because
But it just looks so barren.
they weren't allowed to stand there. They're getting it ready for the football season. Adelaide and Port
Well, why
Adelaide.
don't they play the MCG somewhere and get 100,000?
Because the Australia Day game, it has to be in Adelaide. It's tradition.
Why so Adelaide?
That's just the way it is. It used to be the Test match there in the old, going back, and now.
Boring town, Adelaide's a boring town. Boring
you know that, and I know that, but that's their thing. You know how they have Boxing Day, and Brisbane starts the season. Sydney have the New Year's Day test. Melbourne has Boxing Day. They have Australia Day.
If you ever got a ground that's not capable of holding crowds, just say, "Well, I'll wait till next year, mate." I mean, there's probably you could have fit another 60,000 there, couldn't you?
Crazy.
But anyway, but when you're watching the ground, what's the going to figure?
Bad.
You see no one there. What's going on? Are they all dum-dums or something?
Yeah, it looks bad, doesn't it?
Anyway, smarten up, ACV, get a life.
What about the Australian Open tennis? We don't talk about tennis too
much. Well, I told you. Look,
your opinion.
I told you 2 weeks ago when Stan the Man fixed up Djokovic in 5 sets. If you check all the records, last 5 sets, all the players Djokovic plays in 5 sets, he wins. Always. And this fella, he's 28.
Yep.
I thought he was only young, but he fixed up Djokovic, and I said I put some money on him. Standing on
cash money.
Yeah, put some money on.
Hard earned.
3-1, yeah. I thought he went, and I was watching because, as I said before, we come on air again, Colin. Rafael Nadal is the most boring player I've ever seen. He's even boring than Ivan Lendl.
What about Federer?
Federer's a champion fella. But Nadal, because he cracked up, I didn't watch much of it because I just can't stand. He just jumping up and down. He's doing this and doing this. Then he serves. There's 55 bounces, and it's just annoying.
Very annoying.
And he's complaining about his crook back. He'll be right.
So the right man won on the day.
He's beaten, but before I didn't know. He'd been beaten 12 times before. Nadal was beaten 12 times before that.
And you predicted it.
Well, I predicted it. I mean, after when he beat Djokovic, I said...
You became a Stan the Man supporter.
I did predict that. You can ask Colin and...
see the video.
It's not in writing. It was, yeah. But he's good to watch too.
So we look forward to next week's video, which is we're going to dissect the 2020 games, all 3 of them. Yeah. And then we're going to move into football.
Well, I'm going down to Chelsea football ground to see my Chelsea local football side train, and hopefully I can get some information for my Chelsea football, because it's February, mate. When we start, mate? Another 2 months. Another 2 months. So Russell the Snake, keep tuned. Or I thought you might have given me a ring, but if you're watching this video, Snake, give me a ring and tell me what's going on with the recruits.
It's going to be hotter than the 80s. But anyway, so that's it about all that. Let's have a few Cheerios and a few internet.
Yes, my few internet. I got altogether, Colin, is about 93 overseas countries.
International visitors.
And you said there's 100. And, what's that? Someone coming?
No, that's right. You're right.
And you said how many overseas countries?
About 250 and
no, the
territories.
Civilized countries. Yeah. We got.
200
150?
200 plus.
Oh, it's 200.
Yeah, there's 250
well, I've got 93 of them. There's some of
give a few extras. Go on.
Here we go. It's from Saudi Arabia, Sri Lanka, Germany, Sprackety Deutsch, Italy, Switzerland, Jamaica, South Africa, United States. They were still watching it in Nepal in Mount Everest.
Yeah, up there.
10 of them watching them.
Reception there.
Yeah, well, you probably get a good reception, wouldn't you? Bit of snow.
Oh, 2 aerials at a wedding recently. Did you hear about that?
Who?
2 aerials, like they were car aerials or antennas. 2 car antennas had a wedding the other day. The wedding was not very good, but the reception was great.
Oh, it's a joke. That joke of yours? Yeah, that's very clever.
Anyway, keep on going.
Nepal, South Africa, Cyprus, and they're killing everybody over there. So they must get time to watch the video.
Yeah, for a bit of relaxation.
Well, they're probably good to take away from the fighting, wouldn't it?
The stress of the day they like.
Maybe he's looking all right, Cyprus.
Stop. Put down the arms.
Put down your arms. Well, they can't be fighting if they're watching me, can they?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So keep watching.
Or maybe it's causing them. Go on.
Bangladesh, Singapore, India. India's the most popular popular country.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
More popular than Australia.
Yeah, in the Punjab area. Go on.
United Kingdom, and the old Adolf Hitler's town,
Germany.
Austria.
Austria, yeah.
They're watching.
Pretty big there.
Hello to you Austrian people over there. Hope you're enjoying this video.
All right, a few other, just your local.
Oh yeah, local Annie and Carla and Joe Van. Joe Van's a lot better now. He's getting a bit more mobile. And the weather's over there. They had another strike, another 10 hours off. I'm going to have a go at them on YouTube about that. The government. And of course PH and Sandy and Carlos, and we'll be only another about 6 weeks for we'll be the big reunions coming up.
Very good.
That's all for today.
And that's all from me. So
see you next week.
Goodbye.